What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna do the review for KZ's ED16 earphones. Here we go, let me show you real quick. So let's start with the unboxing first, and then we will continue with the product. Here you can see a really basic, presentation. You can see the specs on the back side. I will just slide it open. Here you will find your earphones here. Let me, plastic struggles. Okay. Well, when you remove it, of course you will find the wires, the cable here. When you remove that part, you will find the user guide, and then you will find extra ear tips and some kind of warranty card, if that means anything. Okay, so I'm just going to put these back. Alright, and then we will start with the build quality. Alright, so here we go. Let's start with the build quality, like I said. And here it comes with this standard cable, like the rubber kind of feel to it. And you can see these memory flex, whatever, I still don't know the name. And it has this 90 degrees angle headphone jack. I like that. And it also has this microphone. Okay, very basic. So nothing special to talk about. The connectors. It has the 0.75 millimeter 2-pin connection. There you go. Okay, here, let me show you. Alright, so let me put it back, plug it back. Okay, so basically there are two types of detachable earphones out there in the market. One is this 0.75 millimeter 2-pin connection, and the other is MMCX, like as in my 10 Mark Pro. So let's start with the things that I don't like first. Okay, well, first thing first, the cable. Like, it's really cheap cable. I mean, I know that it's impossible to understand, just by looking from the camera, but when you touch it, when you feel it, it's just cheap, and I don't like it. But for me, it's not a big deal since I switched to those, let me show you one, Bluetooth cables. There you go. This is for MMCX, this is for 10 Mark actually, but since I switched to Bluetooth cables, I have one for these two. I really don't care about the cable quality that much because I usually don't use them with this cable. So other than that, there's nothing that important that I don't like. But so let's quickly start with the sound quality and sound characteristics, and then I will continue with the things that I really don't like. And the first thing, let me remove this. First thing that I don't like with the sound of these, the highs. Actually these have really a balanced sound signature, and these are triple driver earphones. So these are really loud, really detailed, really, I don't know, they have really nice sound depth to it, and I really can tell many good things about it. But everything is nice and balanced and everything, but do I like them? No. Why not? Well, it's basically because sometimes it has this sibilance, the highs are a little bit too high, so to speak. So maybe it's just for my taste, for my ears, I don't know. But the instances of pierce in the highs are not that common, even though they are rare, there are some pierces and there are some sibilances, and I'll try to explain more. Think of the drummer, the drum in a song, when the drummer keeps punching the drums, and the moment he hits the cymbal, the cymbal, it is just too much for my ears, because it has this high frequency sound. The high is really too much for me. I mean, I'm not saying it's really terrible or something, but when he hits the cymbal, this sibilance is quite noticeable to my ears, especially that tss, tss, tss sound. That tss is a little bit too high for me, and that is especially more, I don't know, foregrounded in some songs, not in all the songs, but sometimes I can hear that, and I really don't like it. But other than that, everything is really nice with these. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I read it somewhere on the internet that some people are having the same problems while others are quite happy with these earphones. So I'm not going to say these are trash or something. It's just not my type of earphones, especially coming from the 10 Mac. If you remember my review, the 3-in-1 review, when I mentioned 10 Mac, I mentioned that they have really nice punchy bass without mudding the sound, or I don't know, impacting the mids or highs or anything. They have really nice punchy bass. And coming from 10 Mac, I tried these, and although these are louder, way louder, because like I said, they have 3 drivers, triple drivers, so obviously they're much more loud, they're much louder. But like I said, the too much sound sometimes is not enough, is not everything. I mean, clearly these have a better sound, better depth, better texture in the sound, and more clarity, because after I listened to these for a while, I returned to 10 Mac, and then I realized that although they have punchier bass, really the kind of bass that I like, they do lack some depth and some clarity, that I realized after listening to these. So that means these have more clarity and more depth to it, but at the same time you just expect a little bit more punchy, thumping bass, but they don't have it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the bass is not recessed or something, it's just maybe that is just for me, but the highs are a little bit too forward sometimes, especially in some songs. It's more visible. Honestly, you can really feel it, hear those sibilances, that sometimes it's just too harsh, honestly. But I don't know, overall sound quality is balanced. It has a balanced signature. It has balanced bass also. It's not the punchiest bass in the world, but it's not recessed either. It's just like I said, it's a balanced. But the only problem that I'm having with these is those highs. Those highs are a little bit too high for me. But if you like those, I don't know, instrumental songs, maybe, I don't know, vocals, could be. And if you really are into that depth and clarity of the song, and if you're looking for a really loud earphones, then these are a go. Then you should try these. But if you're a bass head, I'm not saying that I'm a bass head. I'm just used to those 10 marks really well. These are my favorite. They are my daily drivers actually. I use them every day, so I love those. But still they're not classified as, they're not characterized as the V-shaped sound signature, or I don't know, heavy bass head friendly earphones. No, they're not. But I like the bass. It's just my kind of bass, maybe a little bit more, and a little bit more clarity and depth, and then that would be the perfect earphones for me. But like I said, if you have no, I don't know, problems with highs, or if you don't have any treble sensitive ears, you have no problems with pierces, sibilances, things like that, then you should try this. You should give these a go. You should give these a try, because these are really, really good. They have really amazing sound depth and clarity and loudness without any distortion in the sound, with bass without leaking into mids or anything like that. No problem. Everything is really nice, and they have also a really nice design. Look at this. Look. Also transparent casing. The casing is plastic, obviously, you see, but it seems durable so far. I had no, problems with the glue, or with this, the materials that are used. So look, everything is clear, everything is nice. I had no problems with that. The material quality is really good, and given the price tag, they really have nice sound quality, good balance, and I don't know, you should give these a try. Maybe if you are really concerned after my comments on these, maybe if you are really concerned about the highs being pierced, maybe you might want to try to burn them in. I tried a little burning, but that wasn't really enough. It was like 24 hours or something like that. But I noticed maybe really minor change, a little bit warmer sound, but still I'm getting some pierces from time to time. It's not like all pierce all the time, or sibilance all the time. It's just momentarily, instances. I mean, you can't even complain. The moment you're about to complain, it's already gone. So it's really short. It's just instances of pierce, not something to really worry about. But you can try. This is my advice. You can try to burn these in. And my second tip is to use comply tips. They really help. They also make some difference, improve the overall sound quality also. Like I said, if you're looking for a new earphones, new headphones, and if you want to try something different, if you are looking for something loud with clarity and depth to it, you should definitely give these a go. You should definitely try these KZ ED16. And one side note, the manufacturers stopped producing these, stopped manufacturing these earphones, and the only reason is the low figures, sales figures. As far as I understand, the only thing the manufacturer of these earphones, the KZ brand, cares is the numbers. When they have low sales numbers, they stop manufacturing a specific model immediately. But the thing is, with the KZ, they almost come up with new models, new earphones almost every month. So it's only normal, it's only natural that some models are, they have lower numbers, lower sales, which is quite normal. That doesn't mean they're bad. They're really, given their price tag, they're really a good alternative. They're really a good choice. It's not, It's definitely not wasting your money or something like that. It's definitely a go. They can really compete with the other models in higher leagues. They're really good in that sense. So they're discontinued right now, but the only reason is the number of sales, and that doesn't necessarily mean that these earphones are trash or something like that. No, they're not. Obviously, if I didn't have 10 marks, those 10 marks, I would be using these as my daily drivers. But now that I am so used to those 10 marks, I keep using them. But these are my second choice right now because of the several reasons that I mentioned. So, and right now AliExpress has this one of those many sales days, or I don't know, promotions, activities, festivals again, and now they're being sold, if I'm not mistaken, at $15 right now. So this is a really good deal. If you're curious about this, if you want to try, now is the time. Like I said, because they are discontinued, you may not find these again. Now is the time. I will put the links down in the description. So if you like my video, you can subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos. And if you have any questions, any further questions, hit me up in the comments and I will try to help. I will try to answer as soon as I can. So see you in another video.